guys, welcome back to Mellyns. So today I'm going to be showing you how I like to get my glowy wet skin look. I have all my favorite products sitting in front of me and we're going to sit down and talk about how I like to do this look pretty much every day of the summer. Bronzy, glowy, that's pretty much what I do every single day. So if you are interested in how I got this look or any of the products that I put on my face today, then just keep watching. So we're going to start off with the skin, and the first thing I'm going to do is spray the Pixi Glow Mist. I'm going to use this as my first primer and I'm also going to spray it at the end to kind of finish off the look. Just sprayed a generous amount of that, and now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just kind of press it into the skin a little bit. So now I'm going to move on to my second primer, and that is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. I've been really enjoying this. This is in the shade 903, so it's the medium glow, and it just gives a very nice bronzy glow to the skin. I might have used a little too much, but I just take this all over the face and it gives a very natural looking bronzy glow. It's not like too pigmented where the bronze looks super overwhelming, but it does just add a nice bit of color to the skin. And I'm just going to take this down my neck as well because I used a little bit too much. But see, it just gives like a nice glowy finish. So for our base today, I'm going to be using the Lancome Skin Feels Good. I've been really into this recently. I have the shade 01 and Nude Vanilla, I believe. It's super nice. It's super lightweight, but it does just give you like a bit of coverage to just kind of even the skin tone. And I usually take like 1 and like a half pumps. I find that that's like the perfect amount. And I literally just apply this with my fingers because it's so easy. And I just kind of massage this gently into the skin. I'll go back in with my concealer over any places that I need like a tad bit of coverage, but because this is a very luminous, dewy, natural, glossy look, I want to make sure the skin looks like skin. So I just like to blend this into the skin so it's nice and even. I make sure to take it along my hairline because I find that that is where product can like sit and then it starts to look weird and not blended. And our next step is going to be concealer, and I'm using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer. I really like this concealer because it does give you very nice like medium to full coverage if you build it, but it still looks like skin. It still looks very natural. So I just take a little dollop on the back of my hands. I have it in the shade 08. Their shades are kind of weird because it goes from like very fair, moderately fair to like medium or something and then dark, and it's the weirdest weirdest shade range ever, but they do have a large shade range, so I guess that's good. And I used to have a little concealing brush, but I can't find it right now, so I'm just going to take my finger and dab this under my eyes and onto my cheeks wherever I feel like I need a little bit more coverage, and then I'm going to blend it out with my beauty blender. It has a super interesting consistency because it's super lightweight, almost like a liquid, but it's still super creamy. So it's a very interesting texture. But I find that it sits really nicely on the skin. So I'm just going to blend this out with my... I don't know what I was just about to say, but I'm going to blend this out with my beauty blender. I'm going to take it along the eyelid as well, just to kind of set for anything that we put on the eyes. Okay, so now that that is all blended out, still looking dewy and fresh, I'm going to start on the rest of my cheek products. First up, we're going to powder under the eyes quickly, and this is the Givenchy, what is this? Prism Visage powder in the shade 3 Rose. This is what it looks like. It's just like quad powder. I like to use this because it's a very natural powder. I honestly bought this last year and I haven't used it too much, so I'm trying to get more use out of it. So use any powder that you love that looks natural on your skin. You don't need to buy this. It's honestly not even that great of a setting powder. It's okay. But I'm just trying to use it. So I'm just going to set around my eyes and just kind of around my nose. Those are the two places where makeup really slides on me. But I want to make sure I don't touch this cheek area at all because we're going to put more cream and liquid products on my cheeks. Still looking a little dewy. We're going to step that up a little bit in a second. But first up, I want to go in and bronze, and my favorite thing about like a summer bronzy glowy look is the bronziness. I love to look sun-kissed and tanned year round, really. I just feel like it suits my skin tone really well, and I just like being tan. So first up, I'm going to take this Milk Makeup bronzing stick in Baked. They have 2 shades in this, which is really great because I feel like a lot of times bronzers only come in 1 shade, like this Marc Jacobs one, and it can be hard if you have a deeper, darker skin tone, I feel like, but this product does come in 2 shades, and I love using this to kind of carve out the cheeks a little bit. I literally only put that much, and it blends out so nicely, so evenly, and it just gives your face more of like a chiseled but glowy, bronzy look. Sometimes I feel like in the summer when I use contour powder that's too cool, it kind of looks very muddy, on my skin tone at least. So I like to use more of a warmer contour in the summer just to kind of help bronze and chisel out my face. So I'm just going to blend this in with my beauty blender. I also like to blend this in using my e.l.f. small stipple brush. That is a really awesome stipple brush. It reminds me of the MAC 188 small stipple brush. I don't know. It's like the exact same brush, and I think the e.l.f. one's like $3. So it's an amazing brush. I really love it. So as you can see, it just kind of defines my cheeks a little bit. So I'm going to blend out the other side. I'm going to go in with a powder bronzer in a little bit after we put all our cream products down to kind of intensify this a little bit and put a wash over my nose area, because I feel like that is where you naturally bronze. But first, we're going to move on to blush, and I've actually been really into blush recently, especially like cream and liquid blushes. I feel like they've just been sitting on my skin nicer, and it's kind of gotten me back into using blush. So this is the Stila Convertible Color Dual Lip and Cheek Cream in Camilla. I got this during the Sephora VIB sale, and I've been obsessed with it. So what I do is I just take the butt of my beauty blender, kind of stamp it in there a little bit, and then just lightly press it into the apples of my cheeks, as well as like across my nose. I like to make my makeup look super natural, so I like to follow my natural like flush, or my natural where I would naturally bronze, which is right in the center here. So sometimes when you take your products across your nose like that, it'll just give it a more natural kind of all over bronzy look, instead of your cheeks being really bronzy and then the center of your face being white. But that's just how I like to do things. You do things any which way you think works best for your skin or your face complexion, I don't know. So I just do a very light wash of that. It just adds a tiny bit of color. Hopefully you guys can see that under my lights. And I'll just take any excess kind of down the center of my face, just to kind of tie everything together. And now I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Coconut, what is this? Tantastic Omega Bronzer. And I'm just going to kind of intensify that cheek a little bit. Just a little. This is a really nice natural looking bronzer. It's not overly intense. I mean, sometimes I get a little carried away, but for the most part it looks just very natural and like you actually were out in the sun. And what I really like about this bronzer is it actually blends pretty nicely on top of cream products, because I don't like to powder my face all that much when I'm going for a nice bronzy glowy look. So as you can see, it just adds like a more of like a slight definition. I'm not going too crazy today. But next up, we're gonna add a ton of glow. Sorry, everything's like falling over in my tray. We're gonna add a ton of glow with 2 of my favorite highlighting products. The first is the Hourglass, what is this called? Vanish Champagne Flash Highlighting Stick, and then the Nars Fort de France Highlighter. I love these products. This looks super natural but like wet on the skin, and then I like to top it off with a little Fort de France on like the really high points of my face to kind of give it that like boom highlight, look at me glow kind of look. So I'm going to apply a generous amount of this. Oh, I just dropped that. Dropped the top. I'm going to break out my mirror again because I still need that. And I'm going to apply, oh, my voice just cracked. I'm going to apply a generous amount along my cheekbones, right above my eyebrows, on my nose, chin, and I think that's about it. But a lot of places. I like to create this kind of like C shape around my eye. I feel like it gives me a nice glow, a nice like natural glow. That's kind of where the light hits my face naturally. So I just kind of follow that pattern. And I'm going to do a little bit on my Cupid's bow, or a lot, that works too. And now this product is so easy to blend out. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just start like pressing it gently into the skin, because I don't want to take away too much of that glowy product. It just looks so pretty on the skin. It's like natural, but it looks like wet. I don't know. I'm obsessed with this. I love this shade too. It's like perfect on my skin tone. They have so many pretty shades. I want to try, I think, the gold one when I'm a little bit tanner. It just gives like a very natural glow. It doesn't look like super metallic or super like glittery. It's just a very like wet, sheeny look, which is the kind of thing I like to go for. So now that we're done with that, I'm going to move on to the eyebrows and eyes quickly before we top it off with the powder highlight. So first up, I'm going to take, where's my brow pencil? Right here. I'm going to take the IT Brow Power pencil quickly, and I'm just going to run this through my brows really quickly. I like to go for a very natural looking brow, so I don't overly define them. I actually just reshaped them, and they're looking so much better. I had a really awful experience getting my brows done like a year or two ago, and I haven't let anyone touch them since. I do them myself, but sometimes I get so lazy and I just let them like grow out for months and months, and then I'm like, it gets to a point where I'm like, this is insane, I need to do something. So I really just like to define the shape a little bit. I don't go crazy like filling them in the front or anything, because I'm gonna go in with some brow gel to help like make the hair stand up a little bit. I'm just gonna do the same on the other side, just kind of define shape a little bit. Like, I'm not in that mindset anymore that like, oh, they have to be perfect. Like, I feel like last year I was really into like a very structured brow, and I still think they're beautiful, and props to anyone who can do that every single day. I'm just really lazy when it comes to certain aspects of my makeup, and my brows happen to be one of them. So now I'm going to take the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter just to kind of keep these babies in place and give them a little bit more fluff. I love this brow gel. I didn't think that like brow gels were anything special. I just thought they were all kind of the same, but this one is so nice. Like, it makes the hair stand up so easily and keeps them that way all day without making it feel like they're glued to your skin. Brows are on. We're going to move on to the eyes, and the eyes are going to be super simple today. I'm going to take the Dose of Colors Baked Browns Matte, that almost blinded you, this little matte eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to take this second color and just run that into my crease very quickly. And I'm going to use the Sigma Tapered Blending E35 brush. I pulled back out my Sigma brushes, and I'm really happy I did because they are so amazing. I forgot how good these brushes were. And I've been trying to really get into like using eyeshadow again and actually creating like fun looks for you guys. Because I feel like I kind of slacked off on the eyeshadow. I do like the same things every single time. And you're gonna laugh because I'm literally gonna do the same thing now that I always do. But I'm really trying to get into like more creative looks. So let me know if there's anything you guys would like to see eyeshadow wise. I think I'm gonna feature like a different palette every month on our channel. I said that's so weird. So this month I'm gonna do I think it's actually coming next week. I'm going to do a 3 looks 1 palette video with the ABH Soft Glam palette, and one of the looks is going to be a cool toned look, which I normally don't do. So I think I'm gonna start doing that. If there's any palettes that you guys would like to see featured, let me know. I think I want to do the Milani Bold Obsessions, is that what that's called? I don't know, I just got one of the new Milani palettes, so I think I'm gonna do that one next. And maybe the Naked Petite Heat, if that's still something you guys are interested in. But let me know if there's any palettes you want to see some looks with. Let me know. Okay, so that's it for this palette. I'm going to take this this Makeup Forever Aqua XL color paint in the shade I-50. I don't know. It's just like this really shimmery liquid shadow. I love just applying this to the lids, if it will come out. It's just like this really pretty champagne-y shade. So I'm just going to take a flat shader brush and apply that to my lid. And that's just going to give us a nice sheen to the eyelid to match the rest of my glowy face. I don't know why more people don't talk about these Aqua Eye Pigment thingies, because they're so cool. I randomly just like bought one in Sephora one day, and I was like, wow, this is so good, but I don't really hear that many people talking about them. So maybe I'll pick up a few more like different shades and do like an eye look with these. But they're so easy to apply. I think they're one of the easiest like liquidy eyeshadows, aside from like shadows that are in sticks and stuff, because I really like shadow sticks. Okay, so that's it on the eye. Hopefully you can see it's just like a nice like sheen. I'm not gonna go too crazy on the eye. It's gonna keep it pretty natural today because I don't want it to compete with the glow on my face. But I am just going to top that off with a little bit of Stila Kitten. This is like the same shade, just in powder form, and I just want to intensify a little bit. So I'm just going to take my finger. I love this shadow. This is like one of the first high-end eyeshadows I ever purchased. And then it completely shattered, and I recently purchased a new one. And I've been loving it to like top off my eyeshadow looks. So it just adds like a really nice sheen. So now I'm going to go back in with the Dose of Colors, that shade we used in the Baked Brown palette, and just kind of blend out that edge a little bit. Alright, so I'm just taking that same shade, just going to run it in the crease a little bit to blend out everything. So I'm actually going to take this ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Show Me and run this on my bottom lash line quickly. I try to keep that as close to the lashes as I can because I don't want it to be too much in my waterline. And I'm going to take that same shade in the Baked Browns palette on a small little pencil brush, and I'm actually going to use the Dose of Colors brush that came in the palette. I actually really like this pencil brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend out that eyeliner a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to curl my lashes and add some mascara, and then I'll zoom you guys in so you can get a close-up of the eye look, and then we're going to finish off the face, and then that's it. And I'm going to be using the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. I haven't used this in a little bit, but I really like this mascara. It just gives your lashes like a very fluffy look to them. It adds a ton of volume. It's super comparable to the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara, which I also love. I've been using my Glossier Lash Slick so much recently though, so I haven't used these in so long. I'm not going to apply any mascara to my bottom lashes because mascara on my bottom lashes, for me, my lashes are really curled and they just, it gets everywhere, and I can't do it. So we're going to skip that step. But if you like bottom lash mascara, totally apply it. It'll totally tie in this look so nicely. I wish I could wear it, but my lashes just don't cooperate with me. So I'm going to zoom you guys in quickly and show you the eye look close up, and then we're going to finish off the glowy face, and then we'll be done. So this is the eye look close up. It's just very like glittery and natural and bronzy. I love the bronzy eyeliner on the lower lash line. I feel like it really just ties everything together. And if you're not good at putting eyeshadow on your bottom lash line, like me, eyeliner is a great alternative to kind of just like tie the look together. And then obviously our very fluffy lashes from the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. So that's the look today. I definitely didn't want it to compete with the glowy skin, but I wanted to kind of tie everything together. So I like a very simple eye look when I want to look really bronzed and glowy on the skin. I feel like it just complements each other very well. So I'm gonna zoom you guys back out. We're gonna finish off with this highlight, and then yeah. Okay, so my last glowy step is to apply the Nars Fort de France highlighter over the places I applied the Hourglass highlight. If you like the way this looks and just want to go for a more natural wet look highlight, totally stop here. But if you want a little bit more intensity, then just keep following along. So I'm going to take this. As you can see, I really like this product. I don't think I've ever done this much pan damage in a highlight before, but it's just so beautiful. Like, look at that glow. It's so nice. I would highly recommend these. So glowy, I love it. Okay, so I have to go grab a lip color because completely forgot that step, so let me do that quickly. So obviously, to not compete with my glowy bronze look, I'm going to use something pretty natural. I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Aqua Lip Liner in 3C. I don't know why I struggled saying that. And the Dior Lip Glow in 04 Coral? Yeah. So I'm just going to line my lips. Woo! Just going to line my lips quickly. I'm really mad at Makeup Forever for discontinuing these lip liners because it's literally the only lip liner I can ever use. I know that they just came out with their new liners that are like for brows, eyes, lips, everything. So I don't know how those are. If you guys have tried those out, let me know. But I feel like I need to buy one and kind of compare it to the Aqua lip liner to see if they're comparable. I don't know though. I love those. I need to go buy some more before they're gone. And then Here's the Dior Peachy Lip Glow. I love these because they just give a nice like wash of color to the lips. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my Pixie Glow Mist again. I'm going to try and focus this just on like my forehead and cheeks so that it doesn't mess up my eye look. Now I'm just going to press that into the skin. And that finishes our super glowy wet skin kind of look today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any video recommendations for me for future videos, please leave them in the comments. I would love to hear some of your guys' opinions. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this and I hope that it helped you get some glowy skin for the summer, and I will see you in our next video. Bye guys!